Hi, this is Kerry from Sanson Fitness, bringing to you today a video that I filmed earlier in the year with a client, Laura, who had done the 6-week challenge back in January. And here we're having a very candid chat about her experience that she had on the challenge and how that affected her lifestyle and fitness and health after the challenge. So if you are interested in doing the 6-week challenge, we have another one coming up. So if you want to learn a little bit more about healthy eating, healthy lifestyle and fitness, and about changing those habits, those daily habits that can help you then improve your fitness and your health, because the 6-week challenge is a lifestyle program, so it's about making those changes slowly over time so that it continues after the 6-week challenge, because there are no quick fixes, there are no magic diet pills. It's about just having that consistency and making the right changes over time. So enjoy the video and inbox me if you are interested in doing the challenge. Thank you. So here we are, Sanson Fitness, talking to Laura, one of my clients from the 6-week challenge. And we started the 6-week challenge in January.
We did.
And we're now in lovely July, sweating because we've just done...
well, I am.
We've just done lunch steps all the way up the hill and had a little jog back. So we're just going to have a little chat about what happens on the 6-week challenge and Laura's experience of how she found it. So we first met, didn't we, at the start of the challenge? You decided you were going to come to the classes and start the challenge. Tell me about your experience of the 6-week challenge.
It was a really friendly group. I hadn't done any exercise for years. I was like a carb and sugar addict, if I'm honest. And I just felt I wanted to change my life before it got too late. I've been to the doctors, I've been told I had high cholesterol, and I thought, right, I need to do something about my life. I was really nervous coming along, but all the ladies on the challenge were just lovely.
Yeah, we had a really nice group.
Yeah, we did a really nice group, and just made me feel I belonged straight away. They all made me feel at ease. A few of them had some sort of had done some fitness classes before, which I struggled with, and they were brilliant with me. They actually made me feel like I could achieve anything.
How did you find the actual program of the challenge, the change in, because we did a body composition and we look at your food diaries every week and advise on how to go forward. How did you find changing?
The food diaries, I was really embarrassed. I can remember doing one beforehand because I knew my diet was awful. But actually writing it down and seeing exactly what you ate gave me the confidence to change. So I think it got me to look at food in a totally different way.
Because we kind of have a eat more to lose more philosophy, but eat more of the right things.
Yeah.
Rather than being a restrictive
diet.
That's
right. Yeah.
Because we still say have the 80-20, so have your treat every day, and it wasn't like you stopped.
No.
Nights out or your week or
no,
events or anything.
No. You know, first of all, I can remember getting quite nervous and stressed, thinking, I won't be able to go out because I'm scared I'm going to do this, I'm scared I'm going to do that. And I can always remember the one philosophy that I'll always take away is Kerry said, if you have a bad day, just discard it and get back on the bike the following day. And that really helped me, because until I did the challenge, if I had a bad day, I'd be like, I can't be bothered now.
And you actually changed what your Sunday routine if you'd gone out?
I did, because if I had a hangover and I went out, I'd always have a Big Mac meal. And I was like, right, I'm not doing that anymore. And I actually went for a walk instead and drank lots of water.
Well, one thing that I've loved about your journey since the challenge is that you've taken everything on board that you learnt during the challenge and you've carried on. So I've got your weight loss and your fat loss and your muscle gain success here, because we're measuring body composition. So the overall top line we generally don't pay too much attention to. It's what's going on underneath. So your body fat percentage has come down 7%.
I know, can't believe it.
You've lost 7% body fat since the end of January. 21st of January is when we started. We're on the 7th of July now. So in weight wise, it's a stone. So it's 14 pounds. But your muscle is actually higher now. So it's a pound higher, but you've lost 14 pounds in weight, 7%, did I say 7% body fat? 7% body fat, and gained muscle.
I know.
Which is just phenomenal, and that's what we're after. We're after this muscle maintenance, this muscle mass that you maintain whilst losing body fat. So,
and that's another thing with the challenge, I think, is it's not just about the weight loss, and it's getting that mindset. I'm a child of the 90s, and in the 90s it was all about being skinny, and yes, you want to look, but now it's about remembering to being toned, being strong, and actually it's better to gain muscle and to lose the fat loss rather than thinking just about the weight.
Yeah.
So what I will say to you during this challenge, do not go on your bathroom scales too much, because Kerry will weigh you every week, and because you might go on those bathroom scales and think, I'm not losing anything, or I can't be bothered. But you could be gaining muscle, or you could be losing fat, and you're not going to know that just from the bathroom.
I was about to say, it's kind of it's an unknown. It's like the actual weight on the scale that a lot of places base their successes on is like the tip of the iceberg, isn't it? And what's going on is underneath is the stuff underneath. Because if you've got more muscle mass, you're more likely to keep the fat off. You're burning more fat at rest. Your metabolic age was 45 when you started, and it's down to 31 now. So you've lost years.
and it's made me feel alive, and I don't feel tired all the time like I was before. And I suffered with IBS, as you know, for years, and apart from the odd times, that is so much better than it was. I think you've got to go through these things when you start the challenge as well, because what you have to remember is when you start the challenge, you are cutting up certain things, and you are making changes, so your body's going to go, oh, what you doing? But don't let that put you off. That's just your body changing. And your habits changing, because your body's been used to you having, say, high carb, high sugar, having a wine every day, and then suddenly you're starting to change. And even though you do it little by little, your body thinks, oh, what's going on?
So it's adjusting to those habits, not being afraid to go through that difficult bit.
And also if you need advice around it, because I messaged Kerry and she was great. She came back with some advice for me, around my IBS, and and Epsom salts, they change your life.
Yes, get on the magnesium baths and Epsom salts. The old ways are the best.
Yeah, they are.
And so going so we also measure with the tape measure as well, because when you're building muscle or maintaining muscle and losing fat, you really see on the tape measure as well. So overall, since the end of January, we've lost 37 centimeters. We had to leave the chest measurement out because you are such a wonderful example of this. You've actually gained on your chest.
Yes.
So you have.
That doesn't happen for everyone.
We're selling it on this particular point. As you know, we had a mismeasurement the first time round, so we've left those out of the actual measurements. But 37 from the rest of the body, which is phenomenal. So just looking across at Laura's sheet from when we started to now, there's this consistency as well. So we stopped the challenge, and since the challenge, you've lost 7 pounds. So you lost half a stone during the challenge, and then you've lost half a stone. So, but it's that consistency, because it finished. You still carried on the classes, you still carried on, you've got those habits, and you continued.
And that's what you have to remember, the challenge isn't just for 6 weeks.
That I think is the key to your success is your consistency. That you kept coming to the challenge, and you found it very difficult in the beginning to come with the confidence to be able to come and do it, but you stayed consistent and you didn't back away from it, which I like, hats off to you, is amazing. But it was your consistency, and with the classes, because you'd never done group fitness HIIT classes before as well. So, which was fine, because in the group that we have, you come in as a beginner.
It didn't make me feel. I think if I'd gone to a class where everyone was like looking down on me, I wouldn't have gone again. But everybody in the class made me feel really at ease. Kerry made me feel really at ease, and that was the main point. When you go to Kerry's classes, you're with people of all different stages, and the people who are at the top will actually help you. It's not just like looking down on you, and it's just a lovely feeling. But having that group support as well, and we spoke on Facebook, we've met up since. There's a couple of us who still go to the classes together, do other things together, and it's just having that support and knowing you're not the only one.
Yeah, and you've got those friendships then that have continued and will continue. Yeah. So along with the consistency, that's how it's affected you. So how has it affected you with your family? What influences has it had on your family?
Well, I think especially with our tea time meal, it's influenced it a heck of a lot, because whereas before we used to have like lots of pasta, lots of different sauces, lots of like red meats, etc., and maybe not so many vegetables, like quite a lot of potato in our diet. That's gone for most easy.
So you're all, it's not just you are off separate with your healthy living and everyone.
No,
doing it
especially at a dinner time. I'm not going to say maybe the rest of the meals, because that's a bit different. But when we all sit down as a family at a dinner time, then that would be. And the other thing is that we don't have so many takeaways, and if we do have a takeaway, we'll try and have something that is as healthy as it could be on our takeaway, or make sure that we've got some protein with it within the takeaway.
And that's another important thing, though, that you can still have the treats, but just choose the healthy of the treats. So rather than going for the creamy korma, you might go for the tikka, the drier thing. Even things like certain dishes like rice don't have the fried rice, we're having the boiled rice. Just little changes. So you're still doing it, you're still enjoying it,
having that family because I think if you don't, then you'll want it even more, and then that's when you'll fail, because that's what happened to me before. I tried cutting out, I got really sweet tooth, I tried cutting out sugar completely, and it just made me feel ill, and I failed then. So it's doing it little by little, and each week is just making that change. You're not going to get to 80-20 straight away, so try and get 60-40, and then 70-30, so it's just making those little changes.
Is there anything else that you feel like you got from the...
just lifestyle change, met new friends from it. It's been great for my confidence. It's helped me also, even in my as a mother, because you then try and make sure that your children have the same habits, and if they see you doing things, your children will be like, oh, well, my mammy does this, or my mummy does that, so I'm going to do it. And that's really helped as well, because my daughter Ava especially see me doing things, and like, oh, she's even now, I've got a Fitbit, which I didn't have until about 2 months ago.
We like our Fitbits, and she is slaughtering me on steps every week.
So my little one now has got the pedometer, and she's like, come on, mummy, we need to do our steps. So it's just getting her to understand and influencing the family as well.
And the same with my two, well, especially with the youngest. It's like, oh, come on, let's do handstands. Let's get out, let's exercise. And I want to do that. I can do that. I could do that. So
I want them to know that it's normal and it should be part of life. It's not about just going to the gym to get skinny. It's a lifestyle choice
as well, is it? It's just part of life.
Lifestyle choice. Something that they do. They eat healthy. They go to the gym. They keep active, because I think that helps as well, especially with young girls today. I think it helps with their body image and everything as well, and their self-esteem. It's not about being skinny just because other people want you to be skinny. It's about doing what you want to do and a positive effect in your life. Yeah.
Well done to you.
And here's to the
next 6 months of maintaining, because with where do you feel you want to go now for the next?
Well, I just want to keep on it. This is my life now. This is something I want to be doing. And now I've got to the point where I've lost sort of the weight and I've gained certain things, but I want to like tone. I want to stay healthy. This is something I want to do. This is just going to be, it's my new habit.
So brilliant, Laura. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's a little insight to some of the stuff that can happen on the 6-week challenge.